Hello everyone. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to deal with passive-aggressive comments and behavior. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm super happy to have you here. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with our weekly videos on mental health related topics and helpful coping skills for you to apply in your own everyday lives. My name is Gabriel Arroyo and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist located in Southern California. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to deal with passive-aggressive behaviors and comments. Not our favorite topic and probably not our favorite type of behavior or personality traits to deal with. For those that are not familiar with the terminology of passive-aggressive, let's look at some examples, right? When people make comments without being directional or being direct of expressing their wants and needs. Now that's probably not the way that everybody would define it, but that's the way I look at it. So when I do see or feel something that is presenting as passive aggressive, with somebody saying something kind of like a snarky remark or kind of offensive, I'm looking at it as they are trying to express something that they want and need, but they're just doing it in a very indirect way. So when I'm looking at this, the first tip I have for you is, what is it that that person is actually looking for? Why did they comment that way? Why are they behaving that way? What is it that they truly want? And I ask them directly. So when I have somebody that's acting passive-aggressive with me, with like, oh, well, you should have been there, or you should have done this, or I guess I'll be doing this by myself. So those are examples of passive-aggressive comments that we might regularly have or have experienced. When somebody starts speaking to me that way, I just ask directly, well, what is it that you are trying to get out of that comment? Because the comment isn't really getting us anywhere. It's just going to escalate a situation. So let's look at this. Person A gets their feelings hurt, or their needs aren't being met, or their wants are not there. So they only know what they know based off of their own life experiences, so they respond in a passive-aggressive way. Oh, well, you should have known, you should have done this, or whatever the case may be, whatever it is they say or respond. So person B is probably going to get annoyed, because that's a very annoying way to communicate with people, right? But let's have a little compassion and say, okay, well, this person's needs or wants are not being met. Let's find out what it is that they need or want. So I ask directly, what does that comment mean? What are you trying to get out of saying that? I should have known, you're going to be doing this by yourself, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Okay, well, what is it? What are you trying to get out of this comment? Because it just seems like you're trying to take a dig at me versus asking me clearly for what you want and need. So we want to be direct with that, right? And it doesn't have to be a conflict. It is confrontational because I'm calling someone out for not speaking adequately or appropriately. But I'm also looking for a solution of asking, what is it that you want and need out of this? Right? So I want you to have those two things in mind. The person is not getting their wants and needs met, and they probably don't know how to communicate that. So when you ask that question, it's gonna hopefully put those defensives down and show that you actually care and you're trying to problem solve it. So I'd want you to practice this of asking in any circumstance, even in non-passive aggressive behaviors or comments, when you're not sure, but it seems like something's off with your relationship, your friend, partner, significant other, family members, and it seems like something is off, just ask directly, what is it that you're wanting and needing with these comments, this behavior, this conversation? Because maybe you want to give it to them, or you want to help them with their wants and needs, and it's showing that we care, and it's teaching that person there's an appropriate, better, and different way to communicate what you want and need. If you have any questions at all, or want to look through some examples of how you would address this with somebody that is maybe presenting passive-aggressive, please feel free to comment below and I'll help you out as best as I can through the comments. Once again, if you're new to the channel and you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with our weekly videos on mental health related topics and helpful coping skills for you to apply in your own everyday lives. Thank you.